All right, back testing part 2. Actually part 3, but I can't find the video for part 2. So this is part 2 for now. All right, trades taken, 64, win rate almost 70%. So not bad on the back testing session. This was the part 2 right here. Just full ported pretty much every time. Went from 100K to 6 million on that one. Pretty steady incline. And this chart is actually really good for showing kind of like just how I trade. So you can see risk to reward is just good on this one. So you can see all my little losses, barely takes it down, and this is still while full porting. So little losses, big win, big win. Yeah. So new session. So yeah, I'll do NASDAQ and gold for this one, because that's what I usually trade pretty much every day, and I just look at both charts. Let's see. We'll just go. Was August price action good? Weren't we at all-time highs? We'll just do September. Go from there. We'll trade the week of September. See how it goes. I'm not sick anymore. Finally. All right. So again, start on the 15-minute. Make sure we're on New York time. All right. Skip to market open. All right. So looking at the setups, not super clear. Usually when you see a move like this, it's like you could take the fib from here to here, but it's most likely not going to do that. So we'll see. We'll see how it reacts off these levels. But I already hit 0.5, bounced off. Kind of what I'm looking for right here. This low right here didn't get swept. I want to see it hit 0.62 and then probably take it up from there. Kind of just going to have to see how it plays out. I'm sure if we go on a lower time frame, this level also does look pretty good. So we'll see. It's a tough one because right here, it's not really a good setup for a trading day. Both of them hit 0.5, bounced off it on both charts. So you can't really do too much from here. If it goes up, it hits 0.62, bounces off it, might take it back down to 0.62 of this level, and then vice versa. If it hits 0.62 of this, probably take it up here, and then try to let it run to the top, but just want to play it safe. I'll probably just get out once it takes out that high. But yeah, and then on NASDAQ, on the 15-minute, see a huge move down. So it's most likely gonna hit this low and then retrace. I might actually have to go out further on the chart just to see if there's another level around. Jeez. Yeah, this is not ideal for my strategy. There's nothing I can really aim for on here. I mean, this is on the 1 hour too, so yeah. So on days like this, just tough. Can't really find a good setup. So I'd mark out the fib from here to here. This is the only level that I can bounce off of. I think it's going to sweep these lows and bounce back up, and then we can retrace it to 0.5 of this range here. So I'm gonna look at that, see how it reacts off these levels. And usually on the fib, I'm not going to, I don't like taking reactions off this level, but since it's on the 1 hour and since it's been such a hefty drop with no retrace to 0.5, I'll keep it in mind. Definitely be cautious on this one, but we'll see. So why does it keep switching my time? Okay, so now go to the 15-second. This one, no. All right, now we're gonna see how it reacts off these levels. Actually, all right, I'm going back to mark out this hourly low, so I can see when it sweeps that. All right, now we're back. Okay, market open, see how it reacts. Boom, obviously goes straight down to that hourly low, like I thought it would. This one hit 0.5 of this range, bounced off it. Wouldn't enter this just because it didn't sweep out these highs, so we'll see how it goes. All right, really good reaction off of this hourly low. The only reason I'm not taking it is because it needs to manipulate before I go long. So just see, just let it play out. So this one on gold, pretty good. I do like this setup a good bit, just because it almost hit this low right here and then bounced off. So if it does look like it's going short, it's going to definitely take out this low, most likely hit that level right there. So it bounced off that level, no manipulation, so not going to take it. All right, and I'm actually going to go out a little bit on NASDAQ just because I'm going to move this fib here because it is about to hit 0.5. I guess I can delete this fib right here. It's It's most likely going to hit 0.5 of this range, and then I'll catch the move back down to 0.5 of that. All right, so gold looks like it's about to do that manipulation, so I'll look for a short once it hits that. All right, manipulated, bounced off. I want to see it manipulate that high one more time before I enter. Right now, if it breaks structure on gold, not a bad entry on there. So I'll see, I want it to hit that. All right, okay. Gold, stretch the chart out a little bit here, look on higher time frames. So it did sweep that out. So now, if it breaks through that high, now we can use this as our proper fib. So this one will go from here to here. Like I said, it's a lot of market experience for this strategy. It's not an easy strategy to learn, but this one looks good. So now we're gonna see how it reacts off this level. Ideally, I want to go on the 5-second and see if I can get reaction off a level, then a manipulation off of that. All right, that's why we wait for reactions off levels and then a manipulation. So old me would have got stopped out on that trade. You know, some days just don't have good price action. So, and then this one took out this high. So now there's not much we can do. The only thing we can do from here is fib from here to here. And it looks like gold is at all-time highs. So don't really want to short all-time highs. It's just not smart at all. So, and on NASDAQ, it did not manipulate, but since it had such an aggressive reaction up, I'm not opposed to looking for entries targeting this 0.5 right here off of these levels. All right, so hit a level, reacted, broke structure. I want to see manipulation. Didn't take out that low. So, and again, old me probably would have got stopped out because I'd be like, oh, it almost manipulated, then broke structure, fair value gap. No. All right, boom. Kind of want to see it hit that 0.62 before I look for an entry. Jeez. I almost don't want to post this just because of how boring it is, but you can just see how I'm avoiding these losses. So again, dropping down. It looks like it's finally going to manipulate this low. So it's usually that's always why I wait for a manipulation, because even though it went all the way up here, had a huge reaction, it still didn't give me what I wanted. Nothing to indicate that it was going to keep going higher. So now it's going to manipulate that low. Then could look for longs from here. So you hit that low, bounced off of it. If it manipulates this, then we'll see. So it did sweep it out, but it didn't manipulate that. Just going to keep waiting. Just chopping around now, which I do like chop. Not too much chop, but I do like a good bit, because if it does chop, then manipulate, then break structure, that's, AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I actually didn't even take out this low. All right, and then now our gold had no retraces, so wouldn't take that. But on this one, and usually I don't trade past 11. It's just win rate kind of drops. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Win rate just drops after 11. But now we can look on these levels, because since it didn't hit that low, it's most likely going to bounce off one of these then come down and hit it. All right, hit the level. Again, just no retrace. So all these moves here, it's just been moving without any retrace. Not ideal. See, this whole move down, no retrace to 0.5, and then reaction. This whole move up, no retrace. This whole move up, just bouncing back and forth. So only going to post this just to show how to avoid losses. Might just make that the title of the video, honestly. But yeah, so let's try another day and go from there. I want to make sure I'm still in the right time. I don't know why FX replay has been glitchy so much. Okay. All right. New day. Take out all the drawings. Go on the 15-minute again. See what we can get from there. Gold still at all-time highs. Not ideal to trade, but we can take it from this lowest move to here, up to here, and see how it goes. And that's kind of only what I do at all-time highs. I really just want it to keep going up unless it has a really good, 4-hour break of structure or something. Like something that for sure indicates that it's going to keep going lower. Yeah, and this isn't pretty either. It's not like a clean move up with a bunch of fair value gaps along the way. It's just up and down, but we can still look for some trades. And then NASDAQ, again, still hasn't swept at that low, but we can still use this chart that we have here. I want to see it go lower. You can see just went up, heavily broke structure, swept out these lows, hit this little range right here that's bouncing off of. Yeah, it's at 0.5 right now of this range. I would assume it's going to come up and hit 0.62 before it drops lower. And yeah, I want to catch a short to right to 0.5 of this range. This is my take profit for the day on here. So let's see, dive down into the 15-second, go from there. All right, just let it play out a little bit. So I would be looking for a short on here just because it bounced off this level, but it didn't take out this high right here. So if it comes up, takes out this high, then I'll look for shorts down. Actually, I'm gonna pause that. I need to get my fibs closer to here so I can edit them better. All right, this one kind of risky. I want to say like it could come up to here, hit 0.5, and then go to 0.5 there. I'm not opposed to it, but I'd much rather it hit 0.5 below it, just because it is at all-time highs. Yeah, like what I said, I mean, this was right here was not a bad entry for because it did break structure, come back up, chop around, bounce off levels, break structure again, but all-time highs, it's just going to keep ripping. Yeah, so gold didn't hit this level here. It's most likely, since it got so close to this level, I don't really want to mark out a fib from here. Just it's a wild card. Can't really predict what it's going to do on that one. But Nasdaq, after all this chop, finally came up, swept out these highs. Want to see it come back up again, manipulate, maybe hit 0.62, and then break structure from there, and then look for shorts to 0.5 of that range. All right, Nasdaq hit 0.62, manipulated, bounced off the level. Now all I want to see is a break of structure below these lows, and I'll look for an entry. Wow, terrible chop. All right, this one, it did break structure, but after chopping for a while, so it could just be accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So I kind of want to go on a lower time frame to see how I could enter off this. So again, fib, market here to here. Just wanna play it safe on this one. And again, I don't like taking reactions off this level, but since it's accumulation, manipulation, distribution, it looks clean enough to be able to take a trade off this. All right, or just keep moving down. So if it does retrace, react off a level, did break structure pretty heavily. Again, just not retracing at all. Now I'm gonna get on the 5-minute just so I can make this fib look a little bit better. So yeah, we can take out this one because it reacted off that 0.62. So now 0.5, this range is right here. So we can either wait for it to retrace to 0.5 here, take it short, or hit this, take it back up. And again, I probably wouldn't, like it's past 11, probably wouldn't take a trade for the day. Yeah, it looks like it's coming back up to 0.5 of this range. We'll see. It could just keep dropping. All right, now it's at 0.5 of this range. And again, probably still just wouldn't trade this day. You know, trading is about preserving capital, not trying to hit nasty wins. But it hit 0.5, want to see a manipulation, and a break of structure after that. Yeah, just know some days it just moves like that. So it's reacting off the levels good, but it's not giving me the manipulation that I look for before I enter a trade. All right, hit 0.5 again. And yeah, obviously, if I was in a live market, I'd be pissed that I didn't enter. But like I said, preserving capital is ideal. And again, right here, I would have entered. The only reason I didn't is just because it didn't break below this low with this move here. So all I bias, everything was spot on. Just didn't give me everything I wanted for a solid entry, so didn't take the trade. But most likely it's going to hit this level, take profit that I had marked out, just go full speed. All right, came back up, finally manipulated that high. So yeah, wouldn't have traded this day either. Let's see, we'll try to get a third day going. All right, so now Nasdaq does look a little bit better. I can still use this fib that we have right here. So then also mark out this level here. So hit 0.62, bounced off, hit 0.62 again, manipulated that, bounced off, hit it again, bounced off. So now on a lower time frame, we probably could look for it to retrace on this fib and then catch a really tight risk to reward from here to here. But again, market open might just shoot up or shoot down for no reason. All right, then gold still at all-time highs. It did have a pretty good break of structure, but it also looks like it just hit 0.5 of this range and it's bouncing off it. So definitely still want to stay away from shorts. So I'm probably just going to completely take away this fib, and then just see if it wants to retrace down to here, bounce off, and then I'll probably just take it back up to all-time highs. So go down to the 15-second on both and go from there. So let it play out. Market opens, big move down, big move up. It looks like it's coming to take out that previous high. All right, took out the high. I'm gonna go on a bigger time frame just so it's easy to see. It's a 5-minute. Took out that high. So now if it breaks structure from here, could probably look at taking a short down to that 0.5. Again, I want to see a manipulation of the high before I do anything else. Speed it up a bit. All right, so almost missed this on gold. Let's see, readjust the fib on here. All right, so took out all these lows. Didn't take out this one, but it still hit 0.5. Took out these. I'm gonna go on the 15-second. Did hit the level, bounce off a bit, manipulate, break structure. So now, if it hits 0.5 of here, could look for a long back up to all-time highs. All right, continue to break structure, confirming my bias. Do want to see it hit 0.62. All right, hit 0.62. Can enter right there. Stop loss here. Take profit. Again, kind of just want to look at all-time highs. I don't know. Let's see on the 5-minute. Ideally, like to take it all the way up here. We're just gonna have to see how it plays out. Watch it play out on the 1-minute. Again, very, very close to the stop loss. Not ideal. We're gonna watch it play out. Gonna keep an eye on NASDAQ too, just to see, because we could probably take a trade off that. If it manipulates that high, break structure. And actually, it did look like a pretty decent entry, but it's been so choppy that it's not smart to take a move on that one. Just speed it up. And I would never aim for a move this big. It's just gold at all-time highs. It just keeps going higher. And it probably would be a better idea to just sell it right here at this high, but it's fake trading. So let it run to the top. All right, it's taking too long. So yeah, boom. Took out all-time highs. Did chop around a bit. Again, would have been smart just to take it out at this high, but I like to gamble. So that's pretty much it. So you can see that kind of went 2 days without taking a trade. Waited, was patient, then took one trade that had a really good risk to reward. And yeah, you can see got really close to stopping me out twice, but kept going. And then again, I really could have just, if I wanted to increase my profits, lower my risk, could have taken it out at this high, waited for it to retrace, hit 0.62, break up, enter right here, and then have even better risk to reward. Or just like enter right here, and then have a much lower stop loss. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Back testing, how to avoid losses. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, later.